Have you seen the new uniform yet? Any new scoop that you could tell us?
Pink, purple, unicorns, all sorts of stuff, man. It's gonna be interesting.
All right, guys, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes here. Jamie, good seeing you again. Artie, welcome to Korea. Since this is Artie's first year, I'll start with Artie. New country, new uniform, new teammates, new continent. How's it been so far for you?
It's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a wild ride though, for sure, with the whole quarantine process. Quarantining on Jeju and then having a different spring training here. There's been an acclimation period, but it's been great.
I heard you quarantined with Jamie. Has he been a good help?
Yeah, especially being here as long as he has. It's probably best case scenario to have someone that knows kind of the ropes and what to expect and what not to expect. So it's been good. Yeah, he's been a big help.
The fans here haven't seen you pitch yet. I'm sure they get to see you quite a bit this upcoming season. Can you tell us a little bit more about you as a pitcher? What kind of stuff should we expect?
Fastball, curveball, slider, splitter. Like to throw strikes. More of a command pitcher than a power pitcher. You have to wait and see for the rest, I suppose.
Okay. How's it been working with catchers? I mean, there has to be some sort of a language barrier. You have to communicate with them through an interpreter, but how's that been so far?
It's been very easy. Like you said, we have interpreters. They pretty much just repeat verbatim what needs to be said. They help us out with pitching meetings, and we've got Coach Knight here too, who's kind of our liaison to the coaching staff and the catchers here. He's been a huge help. It's really been a seamless transition.
All right, Jamie, you've spent quite a bit of time with Artie. What can you tell us from your perspective? What kind of teammate is Artie?
Well, first, good to see you again, DK. He's holding back right now.
Oh, okay.
He's playing shy. He's a Jersey guy. I mean, that's a big Northeast personality under that collar. But I think that he has a chance to do very well here and be himself and show his personality as he settles in. And I think the fans will like that a lot.
Okay. Well, Jamie, this is what, your 5th season in KBO?
It is.
Wow. But you know what? Having said that, this is a new territory for you as well. Having spring training in Korea in this cold, windy weather. I know that you've gone through quite a bit in KBO. I know that you know the league, but this was a new experience for all of you. How was spring training in Jeju?
Overall, it's been good. The facilities are awesome. The food has been really good. The hotel setup is good. We're very close to the park, but it's just really strange to see palm trees covered in snow. It's happened a lot. We've been snowed out several days. The wind and rain is kind of normal, whether we're here in it or in Okinawa. My teammates will hate me for saying this because you know how much they love to leave Korea and go somewhere else, but I really like it. Yeah, it's been good. It really has. It's been a good setup. So A+ for sure.
You have a new manager, Won-Hyung Kim, first-year manager in KBO. How's it been working with him?
Awesome. Great energy, very positive guy, giving a lot of freedom to us foreign guys to, set the expectations, but the freedom to meet your goals the way that you need to. He has a sense about him that's very calm and welcoming, but at the same time, don't cross him. That's kind of the way that I'm viewing him. I heard he was ultra competitive as a player, so there's obviously going to be that side to him, I think, once the games start and all that. And, speaking for myself, I really want to do well for him.
Sounds like you guys are off to a pretty good start. And there was a big news with your organization a couple of weeks ago. It came to us, all of us, as a complete shock. A new ownership group coming in. But before we get into that, I know that you go to Starbucks every day, Jamie. I know how you order your coffee, but the fans don't know. Can you kind of show us, go through your routine at your Starbucks and how you order your coffee?
The age of the person I'm dealing with, that'll impact the greeting that I go with, but it's always only coffee, hot, maybe size, and generally it's for here. I sometimes take it to go. That's not a typical order here in Korea. I don't know if anyone drinks brewed coffee, so they always have to tell me that it's going to be 5 minutes, and I tell them that's no problem, and I'm happy to wait. So SSG has been very kind to us. They give us a pile of coffees every day, and you just got to make sure you get there before all the pitchers go through.
Artie, let me go back to you. Before you decided to sign with SK, now SSG, I'm sure you try to understand what KBO is all about. Have you spoken to anyone before you decided to come and play in KBO?
I spoke to a few different people actually. I went to college with Tyler Wilson, with the LG Twins, I think. And I played with a few guys over the years that came over here and had a lot of success. Spoke, very highly of coming over here. So something I always thought about while I was playing in the States. So when I finally had the opportunity, it was easy to make.
What were some of the things that you heard about the league, whether they're positive or the negative?
A lot of people like the culture. They like going to a different country and experiencing, not just on the field, but off the field, the food, cities, those types of things. The pitching every sixth day was, I heard, pitchers really like that, the extra day off. The intensity from the fans, the atmosphere is usually from, inning 1 through inning 9 is pretty intense. And, usually that makes it so much easier to play when you have a lively atmosphere. So those things combined with the fact that, there's better opportunity to pitch consistently and get, a large volume of work, it was a no-brainer.
When a new player comes into KBO, they always have a moment where they see something, whether it's in game or in practice, that you end up asking yourself, what is this? Did you have any kind of moment, a strange thing that you've seen while doing spring training?
My first bullpen was very loud, and usually it's the other way around. Usually everyone's very quiet, just watching, observing. Here it was like a lot of screaming and yelling, which I kind of fired me up a little bit. It's pretty neat.
What was your first initial reaction? I mean, did you thought that the catchers were crazy, or what went through your mind?
I didn't know what to do. I started laughing, honestly, and everyone started laughing too. I was like, all right, this is kind of how it is. So it was actually kind of refreshing for a change, because it's so serious elsewhere. It was kind of like supporting you and just providing a different atmosphere to work in, and it was pretty interesting for sure.
Jamie, Shinsu Chu, the big 형님, is coming to. You'll be playing with him. Shinsu is a grinder. He takes a lot of pitches. Most likely, he's gonna bat in front of you. The more he gets on base, more RBI opportunities for you. I mean, what's your initial reaction on having Shinsu Chu as your teammate?
Thrilled. Yeah, it's awesome. I've been kind of petitioning for years to get Chejuan on our team, and so I was thrilled to add him. Also a grinder type guy who is tough to pitch to and extends at bats, and on his worst days is still a competitor. So to add two, that's huge that's exactly what our lineup needs, and we're bringing in a Korean legend. This is a huge sign for us. And a message from new ownership in the front office that you guys need to win.
I kind of see it as if another foreign player is coming into the league. Yes, he's Korean, he knows the culture, but when it comes to baseball, Shinsu played over in the United States for all his professional career. So as someone who's been in the league for a long time, what kind of advice? Not so much about how to hit or how to get on base, but just in terms of getting adjusted to the style of KBO, what kind of advice can you give Shinsu Chu?
Well, honestly, I'm not going to be approached to give him sort of advice. If for whatever reason he decides to ask me, I think he's going to find out in a hurry that the style of pitching is not nearly as aggressive as it is in the States, where the mentality is to force contact early in at bats, and here it's more of avoidance and strategy and working the edges of the plate, and most at bats end up into a 3-2 count. But obviously, from his skill set, he's has a history of working deep into at bats. That kind of thing. I expect this is going to be seamless for him, and his presence, regardless of his outcome, is going to be a huge boost for us, both statistically in the lineup for guys, but also in the clubhouse. Just the vibe and the presence that he's going to bring. So I'm looking forward to watching him work, watching him play, and just for us foreign guys, it feels like adding another foreign guy as well. And that's another guy we can speak to regularly. So again, really excited to have.
All right, this is a question for both of you. I mean, you guys are part of the team, so you guys are insiders. What have you heard so far about the team name, team colors? Have you seen the new uniform yet? Any new scoop that you could tell us?
Pink, purple, unicorns, all sorts of stuff, man. It's going to be interesting.
Wow.
Well, you say unicorns. There was a team here called the Unicorns.
Right.
I made all that up.
Any inside information that you could share with us?
What I think everyone originally thought Electros. I don't know where people were getting this, because that was more information than I had. and I don't think it's going in the direction of the Electros. I keep hearing the Landers, but no confirmation. I thought I heard that the incoming Sajak Nim threw out that they were hoping to keep the red color in some effect. But again, no, they took our bags to take off the Wyverns logo, and they didn't replace it with anything. Just whacked it out. So your guess is as good as ours right now.
Guys, thank you so much for giving us a few minutes here. Hope to see you guys at the stadium in near future. Stay healthy, finish strong. Whether it's going to be the Landers or Electros, we're happy to have you guys back, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, DK. Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Appreciate it, man.
Alrighty, thank you.